The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Admiral Zethkar's tentacles trembled with barely contained rage. The holographic display showed the impossible sight that had sent shockwaves through every civilized system in the galaxy. A single human vessel, sleek and predatory, drifting in the void where the mighty hegemony battle fleet had been just moments before. "Explain this," Zethkar hissed, his translator crackling with static from the intensity of his emotions. Captain Marcus Chen stood at attention, his weathered face betraying nothing as he faced the assembled representatives of 47 alien species. Behind him, the viewscreen continued to display his ship, the UES Defiance, a vessel that officially didn't exist according to every treaty humanity had signed. The hegemony fleet opened fire first, Chen stated simply. "We responded in kind." A chittering laugh erupted from the insectoid delegate of the Vex Collective. "Responded? Captain, your single ship obliterated 17 dreadnoughts in under 3 minutes. The energy signatures we detected violate the Omega Accord signed by every species in this chamber." Chen's jaw tightened. The Omega Accords, the galaxy-wide treaty that had banned certain technologies deemed too dangerous for any single species to possess. Humanity had signed it reluctantly, trading away their most devastating innovations for a place among the stars. The Defiance operates within the parameters of lies. The crystalline being representing the Shard Consortium pulsed an angry red. "We have analyzed the debris. Your ship employs quantum cascade weaponry, gravitational manipulation drives, and temporal shielding, all forbidden technologies." The chamber erupted in a cacophony of alien voices, translators struggling to keep up with the torrent of accusations and demands. Chen waited, his hands clasped behind his back until Zethkar restored order with a bone-rattling roar. "Captain Chen," the Admiral's voice had turned cold, calculated. "Humanity agreed to abandon these technologies when you joined the galactic community. The penalty for violation is clear: immediate expulsion and quarantine of your entire species." "I'm aware of the terms," Chen replied. He gestured to the viewscreen. "But perhaps the Council should ask themselves why the Defiance exists at all." The question hung in the air like a challenge. Finally, the ethereal representative of the Luminar Collective spoke, her voice like wind chimes in a gentle breeze. "Enlighten us, human." Chen activated his personal holoprojector. The chamber filled with tactical displays, star charts, fleet movements, classified intelligence reports. The assembled delegates recoiled as the scope of the data became clear. "For the past 18 months, we've been tracking hegemony movements," Chen began. "What you've been told are training exercises and patrol missions are actually preparation for a coordinated assault on the core worlds. The hegemony has been building a fleet in the void sectors, a fleet designed for one purpose: conquest." Zethkar's tentacles writhed. "These are fabricated. The debris from their training exercise ships contains nth-dimensional matter," Chen interrupted. "Energy signatures match the theoretical models for planet crackers. The hegemony hasn't just violated the Omega Accords, they've shattered them." The chamber fell silent as the implications sank in. The nth-dimensional technology was the most feared of all forbidden arts, capable of unraveling the fundamental forces that held worlds together. "Even if this were true," the Vex delegate clicked nervously, "it doesn't excuse your violations. Two wrongs don't make a right?" Chen's smile was grim. "Tell that to the billion souls on Kepler 442b, the hegemony's first target." He manipulated the hologram, showing the peaceful agricultural world, its orbital stations bustling with civilian traffic. The image shifted, overlaid with hegemony attack vectors and projected casualty estimates. "The Defiance wasn't built in violation of the Accords," Chen continued. "It was built because of them. While you created laws to limit technology, you forgot the most important lesson: evil doesn't follow rules." The Luminar representative flickered with uncertainty. "What are you proposing, Captain?" Chen straightened, and for the first time something fierce blazed in his eyes. "The Defiance is one ship. Powerful, yes, but ultimately limited. But she's also a proof of concept. Humanity has spent the last decade perfecting technologies that make the old forbidden arts look like children's toys. We call it the Prometheus Protocol." "Prometheus?" Zethkar's translator couldn't mask the tremor in his voice. "The Titan who stole fire from the gods," Chen explained. "We've learned to steal victory from impossibility itself. quantum-locked hull plating that exists in 17 dimensions simultaneously, weapons that rewrite the laws of physics in localized space, shields that turn enemy fire into pure energy and feed it back into our systems. The chamber was dead silent now, the weight of Chen's words settling over the assembled delegates like a heavy shroud. The question isn't whether humanity violated the Omega Accords, Chen said quietly. The question is whether you want us as allies or enemies when the hegemony comes calling. On cue, proximity alarms began wailing throughout the station. The view screen shifted to show the impossible sight of a hegemony armada dropping out of hyperspace. Hundreds of ships, their hulls gleaming with the dark energy of nth-dimensional weapons. Zethkar stared at the display in horror.
How did they find the council station?
Our location is classified at the highest because they've been planning this for years, Chen said. He activated his comm unit. Defiance, this is Prometheus Actual. Light them up. In the void beyond the station, the UES Defiance came alive. Her hull shifted and flowed like liquid mercury, dimensions folding in on themselves as impossible geometries took shape. When she fired, reality itself seemed to scream. The first volley erased 30 hegemony dreadnoughts from existence. Not destroyed, erased as if they had never been. The second volley opened temporal rifts that swallowed entire squadrons, trapping them in infinite loops of their own destruction. Within minutes, the vast hegemony armada was reduced to scattered debris and survivors fleeing in terror. Chen turned back to the stunned council. The Defiance is forbidden by the galaxy because sometimes, forbidden is what saves everyone. The choice is yours. Embrace the fire or burn in someone else's. As alarms continued to wail and emergency protocols activated throughout the station, the representatives began to understand. Humanity hadn't just built a warship. They had built hope itself, wrapped in hull plating and armed with the impossible. The age of playing by others' rules was over. The age of Prometheus had begun.